We welcome you to the Turf Athletic Complex on the campus of Central Maine Community College. Rob Munzing along with the voice of Mustang Baseball, Patrick Dexler. And there's been a discussion right up here. We're up in the press box. We have a little camera there that we've got tuned in on here. The coaches and umpires met, and as I put on the note that you saw, it's about the playability of the field here tonight. So, Patrick, they're going to give it a go, is what we heard. We were privy to the conversation. They're going to give it a go, and we'll see what transpires. As I said, winds are due to increase, and the field has taken a lot of water, Patrick, and there's spots on there where it has puddled up, and the umpires, one of them was here. Were they both here last night?
I think one of them was here.
One of them was here last night and saw the the consequences of wet balls. We had 30 walks in the game and multiple hit batsmen and throws that sailed. And the main concern of the umpires, as they want to be, is to make sure that the kids are safe, Patrick.
Yeah, safety is obviously the biggest priority, but nonetheless, lineups have been exchanged in preparation. And definitely both York County Community College and the Central Maine Community College Mustangs definitely want to get these games in, as they are YSCC games.
Normally we have time, Patrick, in the pregame to get Coach Palmer's interview in here, but I'm going to run it right now. I don't believe they're going to take infield, but let's go to the interview, and if we have to cut away from it to bring you the first pitch of the game, we'll do that and make sure that we get it back up later. But Coach, with a lot of good information for Mustang baseball fans. We're here pregame with Coach Ryan Palmer of the Mustangs. Coach, the weather gods haven't done you much good this fall. It's been disappointing. We were so close. You came back from Pennsylvania, a trip where you really challenged yourself down there, and it looked like we were going to get rolling early, but Mother Nature had some other ideas.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen anything like it. It's very, very difficult. I think last night showed our timing is off. We haven't been able to get into a rhythm. Our pitchers really aren't in game shape yet due to getting back from Pennsylvania and, having to take a break because of the weather. And there's a few times where we couldn't get into Ingersoll because they were booked. There's a foot of snow on our field, so we couldn't practice at all. And it kind of, we've been fighting that battle the whole time. But, I'm not making that as an excuse for last night. I think, we showed that we've been a little rusty and hadn't played in a while, and hopefully get back at it tonight. But yeah, the weather's been geez, I haven't seen, like I said, never seen anything like it.
But the godsend is the turf field here, Coach, and that you were able to play that. Nobody else, in this state's playing last night, and the same thing with today. Nobody with if they don't have a turf field like this is playing a game tonight. You're playing a doubleheader here, and you hit the point. You're at the point where you've got to play games. You've got to get at game speed. I related that last night on a couple of comments, and that's going to help the kids get through. All the situational work's been done. That's not the problem. It's getting the timing and and getting up to game speed.
Yeah, it really is. And like I said, when you have to take days off, and it's really not just the nature of the beast, not anybody's fault, just kind of what we're dealt with. You get set back, and we never really got ahead of the game. I was really, really pleased coming back from Pennsylvania. You said it your best. We challenged ourselves. Like right now, 3 teams that are in the top 10 of the teams that we played.
Yeah.
And we really had a chance to win all 6 of those games. And, we let one slip away against Du Bois, who's the defending national champions. And, we never got blown out. 11-7 was our worst loss, and we came back feeling good. But taking the break like we had to take a break, and it just hopefully I kind of feel like I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth because at the same time, I want to play, but these conditions really aren't the best. It is turf, but the turf is really, really slippery, and I kind of side with caution on that, and I don't want to see anybody get hurt. It is what it is. We got to do it.
Well, as you look ahead, Coach, obviously you've got about a 3-week season here before you head into the postseason here for the YCCC, which means games are going to bunch up, and you've got to have a depth of pitching staff. Talk a little bit about that, Coach. How you plan on navigating through what will be a bunched up schedule here for the next 3-4 weeks?
Yeah, we have our 3 or 4 starters, and we're going to build in. You saw the Red Sox do it in the past, and other major league teams what they call a bullpen day, bullpen game rather, and we're going to piece together some of our relievers to get through 7 innings, but they're going to see our best tonight. We're going to roll Levi Tibbetts, our ace, game 1, and number 2, Trevor Phillips, game 2, and I'm not sure what the weekend looks like. Apparently it's the field in Quincy for tomorrow is iffy, so we might go to Quincy on Sunday because Brian Stratton already got canceled. It's supposed to rain like crazy on Sunday there. So I never know what's going on day to day. We just told what to do, and we got to go out and do it. And you said it best. The 3-week regular season, the bylaws say our regular season is going to be done by April 30th. So here we are.
Well, as you said, the field, we saw it last night, Coach, a couple of times. Kids oversliding the bases. They can't help it. I was calling hydroplaning, which I don't think I've ever used in a baseball broadcast before, but that was the case. We saw it a couple of times, and, the kid's going to have to be aware of that, maybe start their slide a little bit earlier and reach out and grab that bag as they go by. And, you play with what you have, and that's all you can do. Those of us that have coached baseball, like you and I here in the state of Maine, know that sometimes you're not going to get the nice sunny days. You've got to play with what you have, and certainly your kids are aware of that, and you'll message them up on that. And I think the conditions are going to improve from this point on, and I hope you can get the games in with Quincy this week. And Coach, I want to thank you for stopping along with us. I know we'll be filtering some of the players in for their interviews as well, but it gives us a good idea of what you've been up against and where you're going, Coach, and want to wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you. And one last thing, I don't know if you saw it today, but Eddie Flaherty, USM, announced his retirement after this year, and he's definitely the greatest of all time when it comes to baseball in Maine, so wish him well.
I don't know if you know this, Coach. I had the pleasure of playing with Eddie up at the University of Maine, and what a teammate he was and what a player. You knew he was just going to be a great coach. He and I talked a lot about that because we were both thinking of being coaches, and it was an honor to play with somebody like Eddie Flaherty, and what he has given to the game of baseball here in the state of Maine. Wish Coach Flaherty the very best. Thanks for letting me know that, Coach.
All right, thanks, Rob.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we'll be back. We'll have the opening pitch here when we come back after this.
And we'll get set for baseball with the certain circumstances going on. We're going to get going here as Levi Tibbetts will take the ball in game one. And he's going to face a Hawks lineup that looks like this. It'll be Caden Pettit leading off. He's behind the plate. Batting second will be the left fielder, Caden Fontaine. At third, batting third, will be the third baseman, Danny Williams. The shortstop, Jack Sullivan, will clean up. The right fielder, Jalen McGuire, will bat fifth. Emerson Brown is in center, batting sixth. Maxim Massey will be the second baseman, batting seventh. Brady Doherty will be at first, batting eighth. And rounding out the lineup for the Hawks will be Hayden Connerton, the designated hitter. Pitching for the Hawks, you'll see in the bottom of the first, will be James Erickson. And we'll set the defense for the Mustangs. In the outfield, left to right, will be Andrew Trombley, Mason Booker, and Ryan Stone. Third to first, Hayden Durrell, Lee Robertson, Brandon Gore, and Garen Post. Behind the plate, Caleb Thompson. And the starter for game one for the Mustangs, Levi Tibbetts from Lisbon Falls, Maine.
As Coach Palmer said in that pregame interview that we ran, that Levi's the ace of the staff, and everything being pulled out tonight to get back in the winning track. We just hope that we can continue to play ball here tonight, and we'll probably reiterate the
for the Hawks, the catcher,
conversation that we were privy to pregame with the umpires and the coaches there, because we know people will be joining us in progress here tonight. But we'll turn it over to Patrick Dexler, voice of Mustang Baseball.
And the first pitch of the game is low, and we are underway. First pitch, 5:09. Mother Nature has not been nice to us.
What did we do to her, Patrick?
And the 1-0. And Tibbetts deals. That pitch misses.
Feel is so important for a pitcher, Patrick. Getting feel for the ball, getting a feel for the mound, and anytime conditions change any of those, you've got to make adjustments.
And it's a 4-pitch walk to Caden Pettit to start.
So far, second verse, same as the first. Is
the left fielder, Caden Fontaine.
Get the scoreboard up here for you folks. Sorry about that.
So Fontaine will step in. Similar lineup for the Hawks, just a couple of slight changes.
Yeah, they traveled 12 yesterday.
They have 12 available today on their lineup card. And the pitch is low. Tibbetts making his 8th appearance, 6th start. He's 1-1 with a 3.56 ERA.
Just remind our fans that stats are also including fall ball.
The 1-0. There's the first strike of the game.
Levi played his high school ball down at Lisbon High School. Multi-sport athlete was Levi.
And from the stretch, the 1-1 fouled off.
And so far, the predicted heavier winds have not made an appearance. I think that's as a front comes through to clear things out, we'll get wind.
I think everybody would take the wind over
Yeah,
the rain
I think
right now.
at this point, yes.
The 1-2. Called strike 3. There's one away.
A nice low
The third
fastball that
baseman,
time.
Danny Williams.
You know, as I said, get a feel, make adjustments, compensate, find that release point. That's exactly what Levi did on the second batter of the game.
1 on, 1 away. Pitch low, runner goes, throw down, will not be in time. Credit a stolen base for Pettit.
What was the pitch, Patrick?
A ball.
Ball one. We could see the dangerous sliding there, almost by the base. Back when I was a kid, we played in the side yard. You had movable bases, so as soon as you touched it, you were okay. Maybe they have to institute that.
The 1-0 misses outside. Williams was 2 for 6 with 3 RBIs yesterday.
6 at-bats in a 9-inning game where they scored 20 runs. That's how that works.
And the 2-0. Fouled off. Slight confusion by all parties.
Well, the bench was doing what they should, trying to locate the ball, and it was a foul ball, so there was no panic behind the plate. Runner back to second.
And the pitch. Swung on a miss, 2-2.
Levi with a little gusto on that fastball up in the zone.
And Tibbetts 2-2. High fastball swung on and missed, and there's 2 away. The shortstop, Jack Sullivan. Sullivan steps in, 1 on, 2 out. Jack was 2 for 5 with an RBI and 2 walks last night. Was also the starting pitcher. Went 3+ innings. First pitch in there for a strike.
Made some good plays in the field as well. Had double play, didn't he? Didn't he catch a pop-up up and going away and threw the runner out the plate on a tag-up?
Yes.
It's nice when the same team comes back in. You know, you remember what happened.
The 0-1. In there, 0-2.
Levi loved to strain this runner at second base. Get the boys in to ring the bats out. See if they can jump ahead.
Looks in, gets the sign from Thompson. Looks at second. And the 0-2. Outside, throw down to third will be in time. And that will do it for the inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. We head to the bottom of the first. Mustangs coming to bat.
Yeah, let's take a look. Caleb with a gun there to third base. I don't know. It's not the smartest baseball there to steal third base. 2 outs, you're in scoring position. You're going to score on any base hit. Try to steal third. In that situation is not by the baseball book. Going to see it right here from the get-go. Caleb Thompson out of Brunswick High School. See the gun he's got right down to third. Look at that throw, beautifully done. Just put the ball right down, and Frisbee does that and negates a threat.
Mustang lineup for game one is going to look like this. Lee Robertson will lead off. He's the shortstop. Brandon Gore bats second. He's the second baseman. Garen Post will bat third, the first baseman. Brady Vincent will be the DH, batting fourth. Hayden Durrell gets the start at third, batting fifth. Caleb Thompson behind the plate, you just saw, will bat sixth. Andrew Trombley gets the start in left, batting seventh. Ryan Stone will be in right, batting eighth. And rounding out the Mustang lineup will be Mason Booker in center. They'll face James Erickson. Erickson making his second appearance and second start. He's 1-0 with a 3.60 ERA. Went 5 innings in his last start, 8 hits, 3 runs, 2 of them earned, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts. Erickson, the first year from Old Orchard Beach. Leading off for the Mustangs, the shortstop, Lee Robertson. Lee Robertson will step in from the left side, switch hitting shortstop. It was 2 for 5 yesterday with a run. And he looks at strike one on the outside corner. 2 for 5 with a run scored, a walk, and a strikeout. And Erickson's 0-1. Off speed, bounces in 1-1. And the 1-1 is upstairs, 2-1. And the offer is in there, 2-2. Pitch hit the upper outside corner. And from the windup, the 2-2 skips in 3-2. And the payoff. Driven to center. Brown will take a few steps back and make the catch. There's one away. The second baseman, Brandon Gore. Base is empty, one away. Gore steps in. He was 0 for 4 last night with a run scored, a walk, and a hit by pitch. Brandon leads the team with 7 hit by pitch. The 1-0. Swung on and missed. Evens the count. Erickson delivers. Pitch driven to left center. Fontaine tracking. He'll make the catch.
Not sure what we're talking about there. But do you slip on the base or something? Is that?
Maybe. The first baseman, Guerin, Post. As Post will step in, base is empty, 2 away. And Erickson deals. Pitch outside. Post was 0 for 2 last night, scored a run, and was hit by 2 pitches. Pitch upstairs. Between the two teams, there were 30 walks issued last night.
Yowza.
Those of you that did tune in last night. The 2-0. That's upstairs, 3-0. And Post works a 4-pitch walk with 2 away. The designated hitter, Brady Vincent.
We switch to this shot. Folks at home can see the rain coming down. The wider shot, not quite so much, but you see it's starting to come down a little more heavily. Switch to the batter cam.
Pitch upstairs to Vincent. Brady last night in his lone plate appearance registered a walk, and it was a bases loaded walk, so he was credited with an RBI. The 1-0 is upstairs. 2-0. And the offer upstairs, 3-0. Scheduled 2 7-inning games tonight. And we say scheduled because we don't know what the weather's going to do 5 minutes from now. As back-to-back walks have been issued with 2 outs, and that brings up Hayden Durrell. Caden Pettit will have a conversation with Erickson. The third baseman, Hayden Durrell.
See Hayden trying to keep the bat dry. We saw last night, I forget who it was. It was one of the Hawks let go to swing there, and the bat went flying out there like a Frisbee.
Jalen McGuire.
A Frisbee towards Frisbee. Went right down to third base where Colton was playing. Colton Frisbee. Mustang fine third baseman.
Pitch in there for a strike, and the 0-1 is upstairs, 1-1. Durrell in his lone plate appearance last night registered a walk with an RBI and scored a run. The 1-1, that's in the zone, 1-2. Two on, 2 away, and a 1-2 count to Durrell. The pitch upstairs, throw back to second, goes into center. Post heading for third. The throw from Brown will be offline as the runners move up on the E2. The count 2-2. Probably a throw that Caden Pettit wishes he had back.
Yes. You know, sometimes less is more.
And time will be called as the rain is coming down. And watching the radar all afternoon, this was not on there. So we're going to take a short commercial break.
Yeah, we'll do that and figure things out from there, Patrick. Good call. Give me a second. We'll get that queued up. So let's give you a chance to look at some of the great programs here at Central Maine Community College. And one of the great features in the past several years has been the move towards free tuition. And that's been extended for another year, I believe, for in-state folks. So it's a great program, and open house last weekend. You have any questions about that? Contact the folks down here at CM, and they'll put you in touch with the program that you're interested in seeing. But let's take a look at some of the great programs that are offered here at Central Maine Community College.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
When I walked through these doors, I was just blown away.
This is insane. It just caught my attention immediately.
This is the first place that I've seen like this decked out. It's pretty sweet.
This is a grand opening for our esports arena. We're talking 1,600 square feet of pure technology.
Like, I'm shaking being here. It's so cool.
There's nothing like it in Maine. We're ahead of the curve here.
It's definitely a big market, something you can make a living on.
I've always had an interest in esports.
So we're treating it like an extension of our athletic program. And then in addition to that, we're starting an esports management degree program.
It's just a different community for me to be a part of.
It really just helps me just be myself. It's just really fun.
This will bring students together. That's what's happening, and that's what esports is.
To me, it's beautiful, and I want to live here.
So we're back here, Rob Munzing, along with Patrick Dexler. You're seeing the shot in the press box here, and you can see the umpires and coaches and various personnel. It's Quincy Perry to the right, who is assistant athletic director here at Central Maine Community College. Coaches are talking, and some of the conversation that we heard concerns, you know, the pitchers have pitched, and, you know, would they maybe try to come back and play Sunday? Now, that was it was kind of maybe a given that the Mustangs would be going out of state, but that might not happen now, Patrick, due to the fields that they're playing on out of state, grass fields, correct?
The doubleheader scheduled Sunday against Bryant and Stratton Albany has been canceled.
Okay, so they would be traveling tomorrow down to Quincy College in Quincy, Massachusetts, not making the trip to Bryant Stratton, which is in New York State, as they do for some rain out there. So you can see the confab going on here behind us, and the word I keep hearing is safety of the players, and that's first and foremost, obviously, as it needs to be. So I'm glad I brought the little camera along here, new addition to the Munzing Media family of cameras, giving you the shot into the press box. This rain came as a surprise because all the forecasts that we have all been monitoring to try to get this game in said that the rain would be stopping and windier conditions would prevail. Well, what's happened is the wind hasn't shown up, but the rain stuck around. They might have thought maybe Dave was getting the food truck here tonight or something, Patrick, huh?
Yeah.
So they're continuing to talk things up, and So that's where we are. So we're going to take another quick break, and this will continue. And if we hear anything as to what the decision might be, we'll bring it right to you. But let's take a look at the great nursing program here at Central Maine Community College. And that's a program that just got some money towards a new facility here that's going to be in the works, as they're going to expand Kirk Hall, where this program resides. And they hope to have 100 new spots for students here. It's been such a popular program.
Helping people is kind of ingrained into me. I am so glad that I chose to be here. It's a really great program.
Primary dentals and heart. The instructors are super helpful.
They really do set you up to be successful in the field.
The new hospital simulation lab here at CMCC is a great addition.
It's as close to replicating real life as you can get.
We did an IV lab.
With a mannequin, it's nice to get your toes wet before you jump into a clinical setting.
Deep breath. CMCC is the best place to start nursing. It's challenging, but you are learning.
You have a smaller size classroom, smaller ratio to instructors.
It's affordable.
It really provided me relief that I'm not going to accrue a lot of debt.
I needed to set myself and my family up for success after.
I'm going to come out of this able to actually practice as an RN in the real field. It's a wonderful opportunity.
Forensics has grown so much, and it's very beneficial to the criminal justice system. I was always one of those kids that watched forensic files. That was something I loved. Just a science person all around. I always have been. The instructors are some of the top forensic experts in Maine. They really know what they're talking about. They've been there, done that. CMCC is very lucky to have people like this. I'm an intro to criminal justice and criminal law and report writing. It's a lot of the baseline of things I have to be knowledgeable about. I want to do crime scene photography. The forensic science program is preparing me to start thinking, like, what's important here? What do I need to look for, like, right off the bat? You never know what you're going to find.
Having free college, it's awesome.
I'm not going to have this weight of debt hanging over my shoulder.
It's so nice to be able to not have to worry about that burden. So yeah, sets you up for success.
Rob Munsing, Patrick Dexler back up here in the press box. Well, we've been warm and dry, not so for the players. It's a tough battle here as the rains really came in. They had to delay the game if you're just joining us. We were in the bottom half of the first inning when that occurred, and